Welcome, everyone. The Red Clay Consolidated School District is proud to bring you a very special graduation ceremony celebrating the John Dickinson School's class of 2020.
Congratulations. We're looking for a Dickinson senior, Bailey. Woo woo! Is there a Ram in the house? Ram Pride right here. Woo! We're so proud of you. Yeah, I know.
Thank you to all my teachers and coaches for helping me get to where I am today.
Yeah. Should we do Rams on 3? Ready? Rams on 3. 1, 2, 3, Rams! Woo!
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
To the class of 2020, I just want to take a few minutes of your time to leave you with some words of encouragement. You are a class that will be remembered by the world, not just your family, friends, and classmates, but by the world. The class of 2020 is truly special. It all started in the beginning. Most of you were born in the year 2001, when another world event happened that the world will never forget. Now you're graduating in 2020 under an event that the world will also never forget. The John Dickinson class of 2020 is also making history within the school. You will be the first class to graduate under the new school name. This class also has students that have been with us for 5 years, and it's not because they didn't pass all of their classes, but they started with us in the middle school. You are trendsetters, and many, many other students will follow in your footsteps. All of you have worked extremely hard throughout your school career to get to this point, and I know that you will keep the same work ethic as you continue in all of your future endeavors. I know the faculty and staff are just as proud as your parents are at this moment. These are the moments that we chose the profession of education. Although I have not been your principal for all 4 years, in some cases 5, I have seen you grow tremendously. You have become leaders in the school, and I could depend on you to be an example of what a John Dickinson student looks like for their underclassmen. For that, I say thank you. I could probably tell a personal story about most of you, but time will not allow. You are all transitioning to the next phase of your life, whether it be higher education, the military, or the workforce. I have total confidence that all of you will have success and strive for great things and be a positive impact on society. It was truly an honor to be your principal over the years, and I wish you all the best. You are always welcome to come back to this school, but not during school hours. At this time, I want the graduates to take a moment and say thank you to whomever they are viewing this ceremony with. I also want to say thank you to the parents and guardians for helping us through this journey. It took all of us to help them get across the stage today. I'm disappointed that I do not get to shake hands with everyone, see the smiling faces, and hear your families cheering as you walk across the stage to get your diploma. It is usually the high point of the year for me. But as I stated earlier, I would only take a few minutes of your time, and I want to conclude with a saying that I live by. It's called the 6 Ps. It stands for prior proper planning prevents poor performance. Thank you for your time, and now we are all RAM alumni, RAM pride. Thank you, and God bless. Please welcome Red Clay Superintendent, Mr. Darrell Green.
Hello, John Dickinson School, class of 2020. On behalf of the Red Clay Consolidated School District, members of the school board, district leadership, staff, and educators, we say thank you. As we celebrate this milestone in your lives during this unconventional time in this virtual manner, we thank you for the sacrifice that this class of graduates has made. You were born into challenging times, as you were the graduating class that was born post 9/11, and now you're the graduating class during COVID-19. I will be brief in my remarks because we're here to celebrate and recognize this milestone in your life's journey. I recently came across a quote by Robert Frost that simply states, "The best way out is through." The class of 2020 has been through, currently going through, and will continue to go through challenging times. We often associate 2020 with vision, but again, for many of our parents and grandparents, we'll know that as the show that was hosted by Barbara Walters. But 2020 has a lot of significance and meaning when you come to think of it. Someone with 2020 vision can see where others can't. 2020 represents your visual acuity, which refers to distance and size. You have come a long way, and the magnitude of the challenge you face will feel overwhelming, but the class of 2020 represents so much more. It's a matter of perspective. Even in the midst of this difficult time, you see a bright future, as we do for the class of 2020. You hold the pen as you write your own narrative. Vision is the act or power which gives direction to our lives to make our goals and dreams a reality. A vision, however, is not the same as goals and objectives. Those come from the head. A vision comes from the heart. You are the class of heart. Class of 2020 has routinely demonstrated, both in school and throughout our community, that you lead with heart. The John Dickinson School class of 2020 is the inaugural class that finished the MYP International Baccalaureate program. You were part of a major vision, and you were able to help us realize that vision. You had the opportunity to rechange and shape the school in a way that no other class has. So now we refer to the school as the John Dickinson School as a result of your leadership. Vision shows us where we're headed. What is your true north? Don't stop dreaming. Vision provides motivation and inspires us. Your brilliance and thirst for life is inspiring to others. Vision helps to keep us moving forward and moving through their obstacles. You will make mistakes, but risk-taking is in your DNA. Vision provides focus. Be smart about living your dreams and surround yourself with the support system that will keep you focused. Vision gives us purpose and meaning to what we do. Know that you matter. Walk boldly into the future, although it may feel scary and full of uncertainty. You are the class of 2020. You see things that others don't see, even in the midst of these uncertain times. Live up to the expectations as you help lead our state, our nation, and our world with heart, passion, and determination. Just remember this, class of 2020. You are the class that holds the vision of the future and the class that has captured our hearts. We love and salute you. We wish you the best in all that you do, and always remember, you have a home here in Red Clay. Congratulations.
Please welcome Secretary of Education, Dr. Susan Bunting.
Delaware seniors, I am Secretary of Education Susan Bunting, and I want to congratulate you on earning your diplomas. I know this wasn't the senior year that you envisioned. Your families and communities are facing challenges. You may know someone who is ill or who has died because of COVID-19. You may know someone who has lost his or her job or is struggling to put food on the table because of lost income. Our nation and state are facing great losses right now. As serious as those challenges are, they don't trivialize your own disappointment. You have reason to feel upset about the missed spring sports season, musicals, concerts, and proms. You wanted to finish your senior year in the class with your teachers and your friends. You wanted to walk across the stage of Bob Carpenter Center or your high school stadium to receive your diploma and hear the well-deserved applause of the thousands that were there to cheer you on. You earned that. While your disappointment is real and you may briefly grieve for those lost plans, recognize that your class will be an historic one. The class of 2020 will be remembered not for what it couldn't have, but for what it overcame. Your leadership, creativity, and resilience will be long commended. As school buildings closed, you continued to remotely learn, either at your kitchen table or your home desk. This forced you to think differently, often work more independently, and manage your time in new ways. All of these are skills that will serve you well in college, the military, and in your career. Some of you balanced your own studies while supporting younger siblings. Some of you continued working part-time jobs, putting yourselves on the line in this crisis to benefit others. Some of you went to work to support our first responders, using your 3D printers to make face guards or sewing face coverings for those in need. Adults who don't know teens well often quickly judge your generation. During this crisis, the class of 2020 certainly has proven those stereotypes wrong. You have worked hard when it would have been easy to give up. You finished your studies, met your goals, and are now ready to support your families and communities in new ways. We need people like you right now. We need people who can move past their own disappointments to work hard, take risks, and persevere for the good of the community. Your school leaders are planning activities to mark your accomplishments this spring in ways that are safe for you and your families and give you the recognition that you, the members of the class of 2020, truly deserve. I am sincerely proud of each of you and emphasize that each of you is here for a special purpose. Our Buckminster Fuller once professed, and I quote, "Never forget that you are one of a kind, and never forget, no matter how overwhelming life's challenges and problems seem to be, that one person can make a difference in the world. In fact, it is always because of one person that all the changes that really matter in the world come about. So be that person." Seniors, you are a special class, one that none of us will ever forget. I reiterate my congratulations on your achievements to date, wish you the best in the future, and challenge you as you go out into the world to use your talents and resolve to dream big and make a difference.
Please welcome Governor John Carney.
Hi, this is Governor John Carney. I wanted to take this time to address the entire class of 2020. Normally, I would be giving a graduation speech like this in a large venue like a football stadium, an auditorium, or a gymnasium. I know this is not the way many of you wanted your senior year to end, but I'm confident that the class of 2020 will be one of the most resilient graduating classes in the history of our state. No doubt we are experiencing a situation like no other in our state, across our country, and throughout the world. The changes to our routines and the disruption of our daily lives has not been easy, and we've had to make different memories than the ones we expected. The experiences and knowledge you've gained over the last 4 years will help you adjust to the new normal. You are armed with the skills you'll need to succeed as you continue your education or enter into the workforce. And more than ever, you're equipped with the ability to work through new challenges that you will encounter along the way. We've never needed more problem solvers and innovators than we do now, and I'm confident that the class of 2020 will rise to the occasion. Though we are celebrating this milestone virtually, let's not forget the importance of graduation. Your hard work and dedication have paid off as you make this important step into the next chapter of your lives. I look forward to seeing your continued success. I know we'll get through this difficult time and that you will help lead us to a stronger future. Congratulations to the class of 2020, and good luck to each and every one of you.
It is my pleasure next to introduce the salutatorian for the class of 2020. This student's current cumulative weighted GPA is 5.313. Over the course of 4 years, this student earned a final grade of A in every class except for one, O, and driver's ed. This student's transcript has 11 honors courses, 15 IB courses, and 1 AB course. In addition to these talents, the salutatorian received the Senior Male Service Award and engineered an extremely successful fundraiser for Kind to Kids Foundation this past winter. The student will leave Dickinson and attend the University of Delaware and plans to study communication. The salutatorian for the class of 2020 is Mr. Josh Mortenson.
This wasn't supposed to happen. We weren't supposed to stop going to school one day and never come back. We weren't supposed to hide away in isolation, only able to see each other through screens. We weren't supposed to wonder about how far apart people are at the stores as we try not to look at anyone. We weren't supposed to wonder if things will get better or if this is the new normal. But it happened. So what do we do now? How do we move forward? We do what's been done before. For me, I turn to the model my grandmother set for how to endure during a time of hardship. As a child, she had lived through the occupation of the Philippines during the Second World War. For 3 years, her family endured by following two virtues, patience and precaution. During that time, she never took risks, no matter how unbearable the times were, and never lost hope that it would all end. 60 years later, and we find ourselves faced by a new challenge. But the difference is this one doesn't have a flag or a goal. Soldiers and weapons can't defeat it, and it's everyone's enemy. But the way we win hasn't changed. Just as my grandmother lived through hardship with patience and precaution, we must now do the same. In our homes, with our families, separated but together, we will push into the next day and the next until this is over and we've won. As a class, we stopped going to school on March 13th, but we didn't stop learning. We didn't stop growing. Just look at how much we've already had to learn to let go of. A graduation with all of our friends and family, a regular prom, a normal year, a normal life. Now, I'm sure many of you are very done with hearing about COVID-19 and want to think about all the memories that we've made as a class and of the people we were, but we aren't those people anymore. Every single one of us has had to sacrifice so much that none of us could have imagined giving up just a few months ago. We're never going to sit in those desks again. We have no more papers to write for Foltz and Zerby, and no more stories to hear from Mr. Lee. We'll never get the privilege of listening to another Ram Pride presentation ever again. But somehow, after all has been taken away, we're still learning. Sacrifice has taught us not only how to move forward, but to treasure the things that matter. And with a loss comes a birth of another. Each of us are stepping up to the challenge. Even if those steps are simple, like cooking dinners, washing the dishes, or doing the laundry, we are still becoming the people that will thrive at colleges and excel in the workforce because we are becoming self-sufficient in our lives, and we will know what to do when times get hard. We'll know how to keep moving even when it seems like we can't get anywhere. The fact is, we can't choose for the situation to be over and done with, and it's going to take its course and it will end. So here's what I'm asking you. What will you make of this time? How can you build yourself from this? And what lessons can you carry beyond it? Thank you.
The valedictorian of the class of 2020 is the student with the highest weighted eligible GPA in the class. Our valedictorian's current cumulative weighted GPA is 5.5. Every final grade on this student's transcript is an A, except for one class. This student's transcript shows 10 honors level courses, 15 IB courses, 2 AB courses. In addition to these talents, the valedictorian was voted most artistic female senior and the recipient of the Outstanding Student in Science Award and the Outstanding Student in Mathematics. This student will leave Dickinson and attend the University of Delaware in the World Scholars Program. The valedictorian of the 2020 class is Ms. Katelyn Robinson.
Hello, class of 2020. Friends, family, and faculty, my name is Katelyn, and I will try to make this speech as short as possible. I'm not old enough, wise enough, or experienced enough to give you any advice worth listening to. I'm 18, and I don't really know a lot. So instead of saying something generic to fill in the gaps, like keep your head up high, or work smarter, not harder, or the ever cliched, this is the first day of the rest of your life, I will give you this. It's a quote from one of my favorite books, and it goes like this. Life is bad, everyone's sad, we're all gonna die, but I already bought this inflatable bouncy castle, so you're gonna take your shoes off or what? When I first read it, I didn't really realize what it meant. I thought it was a silly, ridiculous, and not to mention kinda depressing. And the first half of the quote is, but that's not the part we should be focusing on. The second half is what's valuable. It's what you do in those horrible situations. We could be sitting around and moping about how our senior year got ruined, and trust me, I did plenty of that, or we could continue. We could attend a virtual prom, hold a virtual graduation, do anything other than lie down, take it, and be sad. With everything that's going on in the world and our lives, there isn't much we can do other than improvise, adapt, and overcome the obstacles that are thrown at us. Life is a chaotic and unpredictable mess, but we're still here. And we'll be here tomorrow, and the day after that, and the day after that. I, for one, am going to be here for as long as possible, and I'm not going to take life lying down. I'm going to do whatever I please, and you should too. Who cares if it's cringy or you're bad at it, do it anyway. Draw crappy stick figures, write bad poetry, any whim you have, act on. I'm going to write that book that I've been planning since freshman year, even though literally no one's going to read it. And you should make that movie and wear that dress, even though you have absolutely nowhere to wear it to. You should take 1,000 different classes in college just because they sound interesting, and you should change your major 100 different times. If you get the chance to just leave your life behind and travel the world, take it. Decide what you want to do and just do it. Even if you end up changing your mind halfway through, it doesn't matter. At least you can say that you tried. You're going to face obstacles in your life. That is almost a guarantee. You might fail a class or bomb an interview, or maybe you're like me and you got rejected by your dream school. But you can't let it stop you. Those are simple roadblocks that may seem huge now, but when we're older and grown up, they will feel so incredibly insignificant. Don't worry about it and just take the detour. No one is going to care that you failed your math midterm or that you got a 60% on one of Dr. Foltz's essays sophomore year. In the beginning, I said I didn't know a lot, and that's true. But I do know this, and it's something that took me 4 long years at Dickinson to understand, and even now I still catch myself doing it. You can't let yourself focus on and obsess over the little things. We as a whole need to acknowledge but stop worrying over the insignificant and focusing on the negative. It brings us down. Right now, the world kind of sucks, and we don't need to add to it with negative, obsessive thoughts. I'm sure we could all use a little fun in our lives right now, so if you get the chance, buy a bouncy castle, take off your shoes, and have some fun. Stop worrying and just live.
It is my pleasure to introduce the president of the class of 2020. A second-generation Dickinson Ram, her pride in her school exuded from the moment she stepped into the hallowed halls of, at the time, John Dickinson High School. Now she leaves the John Dickinson School, having tried her hand at sports, writing, yearbook, and of course, leading the class of 2020. She will be attending Millersville University to study entertainment technology. To give the farewell address, please welcome the president of the class of 2020, Kathleen Walls.
Nothing is impossible. The word itself says, I'm possible. Audrey Hepburn. With the current standings of our world, we are still taking this stride to finish out high school. Some of us may be battling personal struggles, but we are working together to overcome it, even if our landing might not be as graceful as we would wish it to be. The most important thing I have learned through my time at John Dickinson School is to have faith in myself. Whether it was believing in the insecure, introverted freshman version of myself who couldn't even push themselves to go to homecoming, to the more confident and self-assured senior who has pushed themselves out there through making connections with the community outside of school, by running for student council president, shaving my head halfway through the year, and reaching out for help when I needed it. High school, in one way or another, has its stress. But thanks to an optimistic state of mind and the more than supportive staff and teachers, you and I have shown that we can do it. We have shown that it's not impossible, and taking the mindset with us everywhere from this point on will take us as far as we enter the workforce, college, and military. Starting here as freshmen, we were all new to the idea of what the next 4 years would be for us. But we were adaptive to all the new changes and learned to try new things. For me, that meant joining theater. In turn, it led to an interest to pursue entertainment technology in college as a way to major in theater behind the scenes. Being involved has allowed insight for myself, just like it has and can for all of you. While the people we talked to in the beginning might not have been the same every year, there is no denying the impact they had on us. And while we have struggled in school, whether it was learning a new language, drama with a friend that took time to console, or maybe even personal matters at home that were draining and took every fiber in our being to get up and say, I can do this. At the end of the day, we did it, and we showed that it was beyond possible. This year, though, is probably where I did the most growing and came into my own. I made the final additions to my friend group, went out of my comfort zone, and took steps for myself that I couldn't before, and finally started to grow at one of my weaknesses, which is to ask for help. Without help from your peers or anyone who might have the answers you don't, that task will go from being something handled with ease to moving to a level harder. Not impossible, just harder. I had probably the most fun at a homecoming dance than I've ever had at a dance before. I threw myself into enjoying the pep rally more. I reached out to more people. I gained more pride for this school than I ever thought was possible because of all the bright and encouraging people here. Whether they came into my life as a classmate, a teammate, someone I met through lunch in the first week of school, whether or not we talk like we used to in those first years, or we talk all the time now that we've bonded over the experience we've had in the later ones. I thank everybody here for being a great influence on my life as much as you've been here for each other, because at the end of the day, we all have at least one person in this class who made our years in high school just a little more possible than it was before. To close, I want to reiterate that people are our strongest force. Without other people to help us, we wouldn't have much. So if you take anything from high school, or even this speech today, remember that people you have to call friends or teachers, even if they might not fit what you need later in life, and think about what they taught you, and thank them for the lessons they gave you on how to be a better person. Because at the end of the day, that is what life is all about. While everything is always possible, people make it easier.
Mr. Green, members of the Board of Education, have duly certified that the members of the John Dickinson School Class of 2020 here assembled have met all the requirements for graduation of the state of Delaware and the Red Clay Consolidated School District. It is my distinct honor to present the class for presentations of diplomas.
Katelyn Ann Robertson. Katelyn is proud to be valedictorian of her class. She won the Science and the Mathematics Awards. She will be attending the University of Delaware. Joshua Hale Mortenson. Joshua is proud to have raised over $1,000 for the Kind to Kids Foundation. He won the English Award, the Social Studies Award, the IB Program Award, and the Service Award. He will study communications at the University of Delaware. Kathleen Marie Walls. Kathleen is proud of serving as the senior class president. She won the Yearbook Award. She will study entertainment technology at Millersville University. Juliana Alfaro-Campos. Juliana is proud to have served as the secretary of the class of 2020. She will attend Delaware Technical Community College. Monserrat Teresa Bedolla-Vazquez. Monserrat is proud to serve as the treasurer of the National Honor Society. She won the World Languages Award, Service Award, and the RAM Award for contributions to JDS. She will be attending the University of Delaware. Ashley Iris Clark. Ashley is proud to have played varsity volleyball and complete the IB diploma program. She was elected president of the National Honor Society. Ashley plans to study athletic training in the bachelor's master's program at Temple University. Grace Rain Pierce. Grace is proud of her tenure as a 4-year varsity soccer player and of being selected to the National Honor Society. She will study medical diagnostics at the University of Delaware to pursue a career as a physician's assistant. Maya Li Ruiz. Maya was the 2019 winner of the Teen Inc. Educator of the Year contest. She won the Computer Aided Design Award. She will attend Pennsylvania State University. Elizabeth Garcia-Lagunas. Elizabeth is proud of earning the rank of number 7 in her class and of being a member of the National Honor Society. She won the Citizenship Award. Elizabeth will serve as a member of the Army National Guard, then pursue a degree in criminal justice. Sophia Eileen Graham. Sophia is proud to have swum and played soccer on the varsity teams for Dickinson. She won the RAM Award for contributions to JDS. She will study medical diagnostics at the University of Delaware.
Armando Rodriguez. Armando was a member of the football, track, and wrestling teams. He is the male recipient of the Outstanding Leadership Award. Jasmine Nepomuceno. Jasmine was published in Teen Inc., a nationally circulated magazine written by teens. She will be attending the University of Delaware through the UD Presidential Scholarship and major in criminal justice. Colin Richmond. Colin graduates having completed the International Baccalaureate Diploma and earning varsity letters in football, swimming, and baseball. He will be attending Temple University on the Temple Sport, Tourism, and Hospitality Management Freshman Scholarship and major in sports management. Charles Strickland. Charles was a member of the National Honor Society. He will be attending the University of Delaware and major in Human Relations Administration. Kaya Sierra Christian. Kaya helped form and grow the Multicultural Student Union. She was accepted to 6 universities, but she has chosen Delaware State University, where she earned the DSU Inspire Scholarship and the DSU Gap Scholarship, and will major in finance. Alexis Joanne Everett. Alexis earned a total of 19 varsity letters, 20 if you include soccer this spring, and was voted all-conference in field hockey and soccer. She will be taking her talents to Delaware Valley University, where she will suit up for the Del Valle Rams field hockey squad and major in small animal science and pre-veterinary. Ava Nafis Malik. Ava was a member of the National Honor Society. She was accepted into 8 different universities and earned several scholarships. Though undecided where she will go, she plans to major in psychology. Noah Daniel Budd. Noah was a member of the National Honor Society and was student leader of the Contemporary Christian Club. He plans to attend Delaware Technical and Community College on the Seed Scholarship. Sierra Janina Whitaker. Sierra is proud of completing the rigorous IB program and for being voted most musically inclined senior. She will attend Towson University and major in instrumental music education. Iriana Galeano. In only her first year at Dickinson, Iriana finished in the top 20 of her class and missed earning Distinguished Honor Roll during her first market period by only 1 class.
Zachary James Adams. Zachary will enter the workforce. Janear Lamont Alston. Janear was a member of the Dickinson basketball team and the MCSU. He will enter the workforce. Ivan Alejandro Arias. Ivan is proud to graduate at Dickinson Ram. He plans to study business in college. Divine Justice Everlasting Battle. Divine Justice is proud to have received honor roll. He plans to pursue a degree in criminal justice at Delaware Technical Community College. Nehemias Hernandez Bautista. Nehemias played varsity soccer for 3 years and won the Physical Education Award. Diane Boneu Garcia. Diane set a volleyball single-season record for the most service aces. She will study education at Wilmington University. Joseph Michael Boyd. Joseph was recognized by the Tier 1 team for exceeding the expectation of mindfulness. He will enter the workforce. Nyairee Cymere Slaters Brown. Nyairee will be serving our country in the armed forces.
Melvin Keys. Melvin will be entering the workforce. Kylie Angela Lawhorn. Kylie served as a paid office admin during her senior year. She will be attending Delaware Technical and Community College and major in elementary education. Guadalupe Jacqueline Lopez Villalobos. Guadalupe earned varsity letters in field hockey and soccer. She will be attending Delaware Technical and Community College on the Siege Scholarship and major in elementary education. Catherine Luna. Catherine will be entering the workforce. Christopher Marte Ortiz. Christopher was the 2019 Homecoming King. He will enter the workforce with the hope of one day going to school to become a veterinarian. Janelle Elizabeth Rose McMullen. Janelle is this year's female recipient of the Courage to Succeed Award. She will be attending Wilmington University to major in photography. Shaziah Moore Douglas. Shaziah will be attending college and major in nursing.
Sean William Bullins. Sean was voted Best Eyes of the senior class. He will enter the workforce. Juda Lee Burnett. Judah played varsity football and basketball for 3 years for Dickinson. Judah won the Courage to Succeed Award. Bailey Marie Butler. Bailey will study psychology in college. Lydia Elizabeth Butler. Lydia is proud to have received honor roll. She plans to study fashion merchandising at Johnson & Wales University. Jonathan Antonio Cabrera. Jonathan plans to pursue a career in real estate and in business. Isaac Carvajal Aguilar. Isaac is proud to have been a member of the Aspira Club. He will enter the workforce. Daylene Guadalupe Castaneda-Cruz. Daylene will enter the workforce. Marvin Castro Fugon. Marvin is proud to have earned varsity letters in soccer and in wrestling. He plans to enter the academy to become a firefighter. Kaya Otiana Cephas. Kaya is proud of her GPA. She plans to study nursing in college. Kassandra Chavez. Cassandra will enter the workforce.
Joanne Morales Veliz. Joanne will be attending Delaware Technical and Community College to major in culinary arts with a focus in baking and pastries. Yum. Viridiana Nahara. Vidi was a varsity letter winner in soccer and is most proud of making honor roll during the first 2 marking periods of her senior year. She will be attending Delaware Technical and Community College to major in nursing. Eduardo J. Ortiz. Eduardo was a member of the Multicultural Student Union. He will be training to be a hairdresser. Social distance, of course. Kevin Ortiz Martinez. Kevin will be enrolling in trade school to study welding. Michelle Altagracia Ovalles. Michelle was recognized as the Outstanding Senior International Student. She will be entering the workforce. Michael Giovanni Pagan. Michael will be attending Delaware Technical and Community College in the fall. Fatir Parson. Fatir was accepted to Delaware State University and will study criminal justice. Micaiah Nicole Perry. Micaiah will be entering the workforce.
Richard Damian Degnars. Damian won the Instrumental Music Award. He plans to study music engineering to become a musician. Alexander Jarek de Guyer. Alex will enter the workforce. Luis Roberto de Jesus Santiago. Luis competed as a member of the History Bowl team. He won the award for graphic design and production. He will attend the Automotive Training Center to become an automotive engineer. Samantha Lizette Diaz Ortiz. Samantha will study nursing to become an anesthesiologist. James Clark Dietz. James plans to study graphic design at Wilmington University.
Kira Vale Poppet. Kira will attend either the University of Delaware or Delaware Technical and Community College on the Seed Scholarship. She would like to major in biology and 3 languages. Muy bien. Philip Milton Purnell. Philip will be entering the workforce. Nyairee Mahogany Robinson. Nyairee earned 9 honors credits during her high school career. She will be entering the workforce. Keyshawn Shakur Devon Rollins. Keyshawn pushed himself to graduate and is now looking forward to trade school and studying culinary arts. Gabriela Stephanie Romo Espino. Gabriela will enter the workforce and then enroll in college afterwards. Mallory Jalen Rossiter. Mallory maintained a 3.0 GPA throughout high school while serving in a leadership role in the Multicultural Student Union. She will be attending Delaware State University on the DSU Inspire Scholarship and the DSU GAP Scholarship to major in mass communications and minor in sociology. Kenneth Ruiz Garcia. Kenneth will enter the workforce and continue to pursue a career in professional boxing. Luis Salgado. Luis was this year's recipient of the Outstanding Senior in Automotive Technology. He will be attending Delaware Technical and Community College on the SEED Scholarship and major in legal studies. Christopher Brandon Salinas Pardo. Christopher will be entering the workforce.
Tyree Jamil Dupree. Tyree played varsity football for Dickinson. He will enter the workforce. Virginia Valencia Efayang Ibinga. Virginia played varsity soccer for Dickinson. She will enter the workforce. Bailey Scott Fitzgerald. Bailey plans to study nursing in college. Marisol Gayton Bedoya. Marisol will enter the workforce. Jason Granados. Jason is proud to have played varsity soccer for 4 years. He will enter the workforce. Damar Sharon Gray Jr. Damar plans to attend trade school in the fall. Ezra Christian Green. Ezra is proud of being published in Teen Inc. magazine. He will attend Delaware Technical Community College. Nyairee Green. Nyairee plans to study pre-med in college. Maryam Haroon. Maryam will enter the workforce.
Stephanie Marisol Salinas Pardo. Stephanie will be entering the workforce. Melexis Sanchez Correa. Melexis will be entering the workforce. Samantha C. Schiavone. Samantha will be entering the workforce. Monet Rajay Scott. Monet was a member of the Tier 1 student team. She will be attending Delaware Technical and Community College to study nursing. Nadia Ayman Sheikh. Nadia co-directed a short film with Dickinson staff and students on the topic of mental health and immigration. She will be attending the University of Delaware as a UD Trustee Scholarship recipient and will major in psychology. Alberlin Tejeda Jimenez. Alberlin will be attending Delaware Technical and Community College to major in business and finance. Jonathan Donnell Thornton Jr. Jonathan will be taking a year off to travel the world with friends. Afterwards, he hopes to attend college to become a plastic surgeon. Stephanie Maisha Ashanti Kirkland Tucker. Stephanie was a member of the varsity girls basketball team. She will be entering the workforce. Manuel Valdez. Manuel was a 4-year varsity letter winner in soccer and an all-conference performer. He represented Dickinson in the Blue Gold All-Star Game.
Evan James Hutchings. Evan is proud of being selected to the National Honor Society. He plans to study machine tool technology at the Williamson College of the Trades to become a machinist. Anye Shannon Hinson. Anye was a member of the varsity cheerleading squad. She will enter the workforce. Jon Ulysses Justice. John played varsity football for Dickinson. He will enter the workforce.
Alejandro Vasquez Cortez. Alejandro was recognized as the outstanding senior in visual arts. He has been accepted into the Delaware College of Art and Design. Kiera Angeli Vasquez. Through all of her struggles, Kiera was able to graduate and will be entering the workforce while attending Delaware Technical and Community College and majoring in nursing. Devin Kareem Walker. Devin was a member of the spring track team. He will be entering the workforce as well as one day study automotive technology. Evan Elijah Walker. Evan was voted by his peers as the most artistic male senior and was a member of the boys volleyball team. He will be entering the workforce and saving up money to go to school to study animation and graphic arts. Jameer Laquay Wall. Jameer will enter the workforce. Alexander Lewis Wise. Alex will be attending Goldie Beacon College through the GBC Merit Scholarship. Zenon Jr. Zavala Ayala. After early struggles, Zenon was able to finally earn honor roll during his junior year. He will be attending Delaware Technical in community college to major in criminal justice with the hope of one day becoming a law enforcement officer.
At this time, Caitlin Robinson, please come up for the turning of the tassel.
Congratulations, class of 2020. We did it.
Congratulations to the class of 2020.